All right, guys, we'll talk to you soon, and we'll see you later. Oh, hold on. We got the cops.
The video shows a man holding a camera and recording himself, but then the cops arrived. So, what has he done? Why are the cops behind him? Stay tuned to find out. Next, we come to know what is actually going on. On July 28, 2022, in a video, Joshua Lloyd, a YouTuber, was filming himself on the berm of 19th Avenue in Phoenix, Arizona, while participating in geocaching, an outdoor recreational activity in which participants attempt to find containers called geocaches, or caches that other players hide in locations around the world.
Hello, can we help you? Do you live here?
No, but this is public, correct?
I'm not sure on that. Could be private property.
Could be, but if there was, I do believe there would be a sign posted somewhere, right?
Not necessarily.
The officer arrives and asks the man what the place is, to which the man replies that this is a public place. If it was not, there would be a sign.
Is that your car?
That is my car.
Okay. Well, if it is public...
I mean, I would figure it's public. You have electric access here.
you have a
right there? State issued sign.
Is that public property right there?
Where? Right there?
Yeah, right just north of us.
Could possibly be, because it's easement.
Next, the officer asks him if that is his car. The man tells him yes, it is his car, and he'll figure out if it's a public place. The officer next indicates him to another place, but the man replies that it is an easement.
Okay. Is there anybody in the car?
No, just me. But if you want to go check, go ahead, go check.
Can I get your permission to do anything else?
No.
Do I need your permission?
No,
Do I
because
need your permission to check the car?
you would need my permission to go inside the car.
No, but you just said if you want to go check if there's someone else in the car. Do I
Oh
need
yeah, go check, and you can go look in and see if...
Go ahead. Do I need you to tell me to go ahead to do it?
Next, the officer asks him if there was anything in the car, to which the man replies there is nothing or no one other than him, but if you want to check, then you can go out and check it. The officer gets irritated by this answer and says, do I need any more permission to do anything, or can I do it on my own?
To go inside the car, you need permission.
Not necessarily.
What do you mean, not necessarily?
The man then says, go inside the car, you need permission. What does the officer mean by not necessarily?
You like the walking stick? I mean, would you guys like my name? I'll give you my name. You don't have to run the plate for it, because my name's not on the plate. My name is Josh.
Next, the man asks if he needs a walking stick, and they don't need to run this plate because there's no name on the internet for this plate. He then tells his name to the cops.
Joshua Lloyd.
Huh?
You're not towing my car.
We may have to tow it. It's not registered to him. It's registered to a female.
The first officer comes in and they decide to tow his car.
It's left on the roadway running. I'm not going to leave it here.
Ooh.
Just running. So let's get a hold of
Really?
the boss, and we'll find out if for safekeeping. Otherwise, somebody's going to make off with this thing.
Yeah. Are you serious?
The officer claims that it is not registered to him. It's registered to a girl. It's abandoned. It's been left running on the road. I'm not going to leave it running here, so let's get a hold. Really, boss, we'll find out if it's for safekeeping or else someone will steal the stuff.
Not even going to question me on who it's registered to? Would you like the insurance and registration?
No, you're not driving it. Why would I ask for that?
It's just parked right now.
Are you driving it right now?
The man is surprised and says, are you going to question me about who it's registered to? Do you want insurance and registration? The officer responds, no, you're not driving it, so why would I ask for that? It's just parked right now. Are you driving it right now? It appears like you are not because it is parked.
No, it's parked.
Okay, so you're not driving.
No.
Sure, what's your name?
Joshua Lloyd.
The cop next questions him about his name and gets to know it's Joshua Lloyd.
Joshua
Lloyd.
I'm going to try and get a hold of the owner, see if they know where the car is. Otherwise,
she'll tell you that her son-in-law has it. You're going to let him act like that.
The cop says he'll try to get in touch with the owner to see if they know where the car is. To this, Joshua replies that she'll say that her son-in-law took it.
Just because I'm standing over here next to a wall And you guys haven't even asked me what I'm doing. You guys go over to my car, give me the third degree, and you don't even like, hey man, what are you doing? I even like turned around, I gave you the thumbs up. He comes out all hard. Why?
The man continues, just because I'm standing next to a wall and you haven't even asked me what I'm doing. You guys go over to my car. You give me the third degree and you don't even say, hey man, what are you doing? I even turned around and gave you a thumbs up and he comes out all hard.
Yes, and I'm allowed to use the car, hence the reason why I have it.
Okay, all right, well, we're gonna do some research, find out whose property that is. You've got your name, your information. If it turns out that it is private property.
I don't think it would be private property.
I don't think. That's why I'm going to find out for sure whose property.
Okay, you go ahead for sure.
I don't need your permission to check out whose property.
The officer returns and says, we're going to do some research to figure out whose property that is. We obtained your name and details only to discover that it's private property. I don't think it's private property, which is why I'm going to find out for sure whose property it is. Okay, you go ahead for sure. I don't need your permission to check out whose property it is, but I appreciate you giving me the go-ahead. I will look into it.
Can I have your name and badge number, please? Your card?
8632.
Your card, please. I have a bad memory.
You're recording it.
Okay. Can I have your name and badge number, please? All right. Thank you. I greatly appreciate that.
After this, when the cops are about to leave, Joshua asks them their names and their badge numbers.
Before you go and give me the lecture, how about before you come up all hard on somebody, you ask them what they're doing?
Josh, do the research and find out whose property you're on, because you may be breaking the...
It's public property, I can tell you that.
Stating that as a fact.
I am. I'm stating it as a fact because I like with you guys. I can use profanity. It's the First Amendment. You cannot restrict my speech, not unless it's fighting words. If I use it to emphasize my sentences, I can use it to emphasize my sentences.
Next, the man replies, before you go and lecture me, how about before you come up all hearts on someone, you ask them what they're doing. Do some study and find out whose property you are on, because you might be breaking the law if it's private property. I can use profanity because it's protected by the First Amendment. You cannot limit my speech unless it's a fighting language or if I use it to emphasize my statements. According to the officer, the bad language Mr. Lloyd used toward him could be called disorderly behavior, and he has the power to stop Mr. Lloyd from talking.
Well, guys, I got 2 videos out of that. 811-229-G546HY.
Joshua briefly got into his vehicle after the officers left and continued to film as he walked around the area. About 5 minutes later, he found the same officers detaining a man in handcuffs. Joshua filmed the officers arresting the man and placing him in the cruiser with the assistance of 2 other officers. The officers made no attempt to acknowledge Joshua or to interfere with his filming.